there is no doubt that China is going to be only a peripheral issue as far as this G20 summit is concerned, because Chinese Prime Minister is attending, although Xi Jinping is not coming. And as External Affairs Minister rightly said, it's a country's prerogative as to who represents them at such a summit. But the fact is that China's aggressive stance has been criticized by all its neighbors and has been shown by you all. So I have no doubts that the most important issue that this probably G20 summit would be discussing is going to be Russia-Ukraine war, which is not going to be publicly discussed, but its overhang will remain as far as the joint statement that, if at all it comes out after the summit, will be based on it, because Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov very clearly said that if the statement does not represent Russia's viewpoint on Ukraine, then they are not going to be a party to it, which in effect actually vetoes any statement that comes out. I think India has been trying to mediate between the two warring sides. Unfortunately, what the media reports is that the West has not accepted India's approach to this particular issue. But Russia, of course, is going to remain a very, very major issue. Russia is a big factor as far as Western countries are concerned. Their representatives have been saying time and again that Russia is the key as far as they are concerned. How does China behave in the conference? Because why Xi Jinping has not come? It is my take is that it is purely because of internal dynamics. He feels his position is becoming a little insecure, and that's one of the reasons why he didn't want to come. Because Prime Minister is coming, and let's see how they conduct themselves, how they behave as far as other issues are concerned. Prime Minister said very clearly that this conference needs to shift from GDP-centric to human-centric. And one of the issues is debt restructuring, where China will have to collaborate, because China has actually trapped many countries of the global south in debt trap. So when we are looking at a global approach, we are trying to get the global south. India is emerging as the voice of the global south. Some amount of collaboration from China is inevitable. We would need Chinese collaboration in debt restructuring, digitalization. Prime Minister has also talked of cyber security, where we need to collaborate. Also about carbon neutral technologies, because technological development in such a way that there is no adverse impact on the globe, there is no adverse impact on the climate. All these issues, I think both, especially China and India, will have to come together, because we are the two largest developing nations as far as the globe is concerned, and I think technological innovations will have to come from here. So that's the fact. But Russian overhang to some extent will remain, and if India manages to come out with a joint statement which meets both the requirements of the Russians as well as the West, it will be a diplomatic triumph.
Dr.